count. Yesterday was Seb Schulski on the mound for Canon. He recorded a win over 6 1/3 innings pitched with 4 runs, allowing 4 hits, 4 walks, striking out 8. 6 runs were scored, but only 4 earned. This is a time during the set of Marshak. Was right on the brink of the delivery. Time was granted to Stern. We'll see how Marshak responds to 1-1. And that right down the pipe. 1-2. One-two. Chopper rolling down the third baseline, getting picked up by Stimson. So we have MJ Marshak, the senior signed to Winthrop University for baseball, delivering pitches to Troy Stimson, the junior committed to the University of Pittsburgh for baseball. Stimson will be a junior, pretty significant signing there. He's on a league team in the ACC. That one fouled away. It was of the eyes of Stern. Doesn't matter, got a piece of it. He's still fighting the 1-2. Mr. Freiberger on your first baseline is your other umpire, field umpire today. 1-2. Chopper over the head, actually he gets there. Big punch snags it. Underhand touch. Gets the out, there's 2 down. Schulski on the mound yesterday. Transitioned over to first, and the man on the mound today hands it right to him. 2 down, that brings up Dalton Young, playing left field for Montour. The stretch. Nothing is now 0-1 as it's fouled straight back off the bat of Dalton Young. Looking at his hands, may have got a little bit of sting in the bat as he's jammed. Lining up at the back of the batter's box is Young. That back foot planted as close as it could get. The 0-1 is low. It's like an off speed. Brings up a 1-1. The 1-1 Marshak delivers. That one is fouled high away down the third base line. On the ground, over the head. Fantastic catch. That's Westfall. Appeared to have lost track in the sun. The ball twirled from foul territory into fair territory. And Marshak escapes 1-2-3 inning for the Canon McMillan Big Macs. After the top end of the first, no runs, no hits, no runners on.
If anybody has lost a set of keys, Steeler key, blue flashlight attached to, they were found in the field behind the press box. If that would describe you, please join us at the press box and reclaim your keys.
So between innings, it's nothing.
Yeah, just off. So give her a straight. Give it a read over. Make a mention of that. Next time, tell them we have the camera set up in severe visual reasons.
Keystone Local Media. Today's game is brought to you by the Mariana Outdoorsman Association, a cornerstone of our outdoor recreation right here in southwestern Pennsylvania.
Leading up to the big match, center fielder Massimo Falcone.
Massimo Falcone steps in the box for Canon to lead things off on the second day of the double header. Back-to-back was a double header. Two live back-to-backs. As Falcone launches that one just a bit outside, 1-0. Falcone batting 55 and 2 RBIs in the season. Keep part to this early success in the offense. Takes the 1-0 lead side. 2-0. Falcone, one of 5 players with a stolen base in the 11-6 victory over Trigger yesterday. He had 2. 2-0. Foul away. Following Falcone on the deck is MJ Marshak. You already heard his name. He's a starting pitcher for Canon. In the hole is Troy Stimson. So, mention him. Weber delivering to Falcone. Ground low to the shortstop on Brewster, on to first to Magliocco. 1 down. When you work on 4 pitches, there's Massimo Falcone, one of the 4 captains of the Big Macs.
Pitcher.
Marshak. His first ball inside, kind of skipped away. Nodding to appreciation that he's fully loaded. The 1-0. Weber takes a breath. Left-hander and on the right-hander fouls it away. Just to mention, our center field camera was having some technical difficulties. See if we can get it live with no promises. Just gonna stick with our solo shot for now. Weber, the 1-1. Skips in the third about 2 feet in front of home plate. Wasn't really a contest there. The 2-1 from Weber. Marshak takes the ball. Appeared to be a little inside. Moves him to a 3-1 count. I'll bring the play to the scatter stance. Marshak, the 3-1 from Weber. Up and away. And the first baser of the game is MJ Marshak on either side as he takes first with a base on balls.
Catcher Stimson.
Canon back, yeah, they've had the offense for the pitching has been stellar as well. With a shutout in one of the first 4 games. However, Trinity games from Fitz yesterday scored 6, so it's the most they've allowed all season. 11 runs from that and that. They pick off the first base. Marshak gets in there safely. Marshak also a captain of this Canon baseball team. Massimo Falcone, Marshak, Shulsky, and Travis, all your captains. The second pickoff attempt without contest of a pitch just happened. Marshak gets in there safely, goes to the time. first pitch, it appeared. He has that lefty delivery, lefty pickoff. Left-handers think of that as so much is that we'll never know if that right delivery foot is truly 45 degrees. They get away with a lot of pickoff moves at first base. It can be deceiving. The first pitch is in there. It's Troy Stimson, Pittsburgh commit. Catching the hit. Shot on first. Reached on a 5-pitch walk. No one. Third. Marshak has 3 stolen bases up to this point in the season. Tried 3 times before the third. 1-1 to Stimson. In there, strike 2. Stimson in the 3-hole has not struck out this season. Finds himself in the hole with a 2-strike count. His 5 stolen bases. 3 for 4 on getting on base, 75% on base. At 400. He's walked 4 times, but here's the 1-2. It's away. Growling it is fully. As that pitch gets to the backstop, it's most likely you go for Marshak. Two-step lead, takes a secondary, goes Marshak. Weber stares him down, already tried it 3 times. The 2-2 to Stimson, hits it. So that on-base percentage will only increase. Troy Stimson reaches first, puts
Third baseman, Nico Patregas.
Nico Patregas has a chance, runner in scoring position. MJ Marshall trying to do some early damage for Canon. Playing in 5A competition is we're traveling about 21 miles out here to Washington County to face Canon. This one's around that foul on the outside. Stimson on first with a hit by pitch. Marshak on second with a base on ball. This is the first batter for Canon. Massimo Falcone grounded out. Ball is short. Weather delivers to Tragus. The 0-1 is high. Gets behind fully. Marshak to third. Stimson to second. Now 2 runners in scoring position. Nico Patregas looking to light the lamp. Patregas in a 1-1. He's 5 RBIs on the season, has walked 3 times, batting .400. Swing and a miss. He's batting .250 right with a .400 on base percentage. He's in a whole lot of 1 and 2. Marshak on third, Stimson on second. A lot of talent on this base pass. Winthrop come in on third and Pittsburgh come in on second. Vargas is Weber to Patregas now. It's that battle. It's a breaking ball. Never found the zone. It's 2-2. Tragus looking to drive him home. Secondary and half lead. Does Stimson have on second, staying close to third. Really no damage there. It's Marshak. The 2-2 is high. Puts him in a full count. Tragus flies. They check to Freiberger. Says no. That's your field umpire. Now full count. Runners on second and third. Patregas looking to do some damage. full from Weber. Foul Weber. With Weber and Marshall with the covered gloves on the pitching mound. I don't know if it's seen as a distracting tactic or if it's just show off your accessories. Regardless, Weber battling Petraeus with a full count, having runners on second and third, one out the pitch. Brandon Radu has another chance to send one over the fence for a grand slam, just like he did yesterday to open up scoring. It was a 3 game at that
This
time.
is full of big pass for Brandon Radu.
And you know he's thinking about it. Lefty on lefty. Teo Weber.
Come on, dude.
The 1. Inside breaking ball. Gonna catch the inside corner. Jarvis Shimley calls it a strike. The 0-2. Weber needs one here. Wow, over the press box. So remains 0-2. Bases full, 1 out. Petraeus on first, Simpson on third, Marchand on second. Yeah, 2. Toradu takes strike 3 looking. The second pitch of the at-bat was an inside breaking ball. The exact same pitch on the 4th. Retires Radu in a huge spot.
The left fielder, Blake Simmons.
It pretty much resets everything for Mateo Weber. Head coach Brendan Steele on third base. I mean, pitch run for Marchand. Blake Simmons up to bat with the bases full, 2 down, takes strike 1. So Skowski pitch running for Marchand.
Eastland.
Now Eastland pitch running for Stimson. For the top lead. Blake Simmons down 0-1. Bases full of Max. 1-1. Blake Simmons in a big spot. 1-1. Strike 2 on the inside corner. Mateo Weber found himself in a bases loaded jam with 1 down. Struck Radu looking and has Simmons in the hole 1-2 with 2 outs. Petraeus on first. Eastland on second. Skowski on third. As time is taken from Simmons. Finds himself 1-2. Weber didn't move an inch. Didn't budge. He's ready. The delivery. Ground ball right back at him. Clears it. From second, Eastland. He comes in to score, as does Skowski. Canon takes a 2-0 lead. Blake Simmons delivers. In a 1-2, 2-out count with the bases full. Grounds it right back to Weber.
2 RBI knock for Blake Simmons. Stepping into the box Number 7, Sebastian Shulsky.
Sebastian Shulsky, written on the roster is 7. Probably very in what I decided to call him, as he takes a big hack on the LL. Swinging a miss.
Huge hit, Mike.
0-1. Blake Simmons delivers to make it 2-0 Canon Mac. The base is full jam. 0-1 is a throw down to second. Back in there safely.
That trying to take the second. I would.
0-2, 2 down. Runners on first and second. Canon Mac leads 2-0. Weber, the pitch. Just outside. Impressive hold from Shulsky. Brings up 1-2. Petraeus on second, Simmons on first. Weber, the delivery. Down high and away. Down the right field line. It's going to get out of play.
It kills you every time one goes out. Little party.
Here, McDowell Field is a turf infield, grass outfield. The 1-2 to Shulsky. Foul away. Just gets a piece of it. That pitch was about 8 inches before home plate. An early swing manages to keep himself alive. Just about 70 degrees at first pitch. Slight breeze, perfect weather for baseball with sun's out. See if Shulsky can live in the moment. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Weber deals, but Canon Mac fights as they lead 2-0 with 1 hit, 2 runs. 2 runners walked, 1 hit by a pitch was Stimson, and Canon Mac leads 2-0 after. Today's game is brought to you by Montour Pentec, a trusted name in restoration and construction across western Pennsylvania. Locally owned and operated, Boyer Pentec specializes in bringing homes and businesses back to life after fire, water, or storm damage, working directly with insurance providers to restore properties quickly and efficiently. With decades of experience and a full-service approach, their team handles everything from emergency response to complete rebuild, so you can get back to normal without the stress. Learn more at BoyerPentec.com and trust a team that's been restoring communities since 1979.
Yeah, it's off. It's just the numbers wrong.
Leading off to the Spartans, number 24, Michael Ivanov.
Michael Ivanov in the 4 spot after Marshak goes 15 pitches, 3 up, 3 down to kick off the game. This one's fouled high away by Ivanov. Montour 2-2 coming into the season, starting the season rather. Canon McMillan undefeated still, 4-0. The other one from Marshall to Ivanov is up at the letter, swinging a miss 0-2.
Just leave it here. I follow it almost.
The 0-2. Last move change, Marshall fires, swinging a miss. To kick off the top half of this second inning.
See if I can figure it
Strikes
out.
out Ivanov.
Number
The
21,
two leads.
Zach Shamako.
Shamako playing right field. His first at bat today. That one's foul. Shallow right field. Crazy ball.
I'm gonna need
Two down.
fix that for a second.
First baseman, number 15, Sal Magliocco.
Sal Magliocco playing first base. Deep roots with the Magliocco family. My father and his father, great friends growing up. Paid my dues before the game. Magliocco back foot, batter's box, late swing, on strike one. Marshall. Two pitches, 2 strikes. Now find himself behind. So Sal Magliocco. Marshall, the 0-2, 2 outs. Foul away. 2 outs. Foul away. Magliocco hangs in there. Tall, lanky stature. Why he plays first base, most range on the team. The 0-2 again. Up and away. The 1-2. Steps off. This time he's called from the box. It's Magliocco. Canon McMillan leading 2-0 after a single from Blake Simmons. 1-2 strikes Magliocco out swinging. Marshall the change out of the jersey.
2 strikeouts for MJ. Big Mac back on the back.
So no runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on.
For the Montour Spartans in the second inning as Marshall goes to work striking out 2 Spartans. Heading into the bottom half of the second, Canon Mac leads 2-0. Today's game is brought to you by Seaside Sports, one of the premier baseball and softball training facilities right here in Washington County. With a state-of-the-art indoor facility, expert coaching, and year-round training programs, Seaside helps athletes of all ages take their game to the next level. From private lessons and team trainings to camps, clinics, and indoor leagues, they provide everything players need to develop their skills because at Seaside, there is no off-season. Visit seasidesports.com. That's the letter C to book a lesson, join a camp, or start training today.
coming on in relief, number 3, Dalton Young. Moving to left field, number 5, Xander Stern. And relocating to center field, number 17, Mateo Weber.
Can you say that again?
Pitching number 3,
Looking to get things going for the Big Mac second baseman, Ben Kazak.
Fantastic stepping in, swinging a miss, strike one at the letters, coming in the pitch for Montour. Dalton Young. Moves from left field to the mound. The 0-2, he's working early, working quick. The 0-1 was in here for the strike to make it 0-2. Weber, who was on the mound, moves to center. Stern, who was in center, moves to left. Low at the shins, takes strike 3. Delivery Young to Tazak, retires in about 28 seconds.
Shortstop, Noah. Ball.
Where's that
Using
short
pitch
stand?
clock and
Short truck, what do you think it's there somewhere.
batter in there. Westfall before we reach the top of the order. Takes strike 1. The 0-1, fouled away. Dalton Young kind of staying there, setting and delivering. 0-2. Left. Another lefty on righty matchup. This one's driven into right field. Raging back is Shimako, and he makes the catch pretty swiftly. 2 outs. We go to the top of the order. Massimo Falcone.
Center fielder, Massimo Falcone.
Ran into a 6-3 putout, grounded his arm through it to Magliocco to kick off the first. See if he can do damage this time. First pitch in there. The inside corner. The 0-1. Low. Lumberjacked it for home plate about a foot. The 1-1. Young gets it in there, but off the glove, quickly not able to make the catch. So Shinley goes to the ball. 2-1. That one's ripped into center field. Right back at you. Hardest hit to defending baseball is the line drive up the middle. And Massimo Falcone delivers this time. He's 1 for 2.
Number 13, MJ Marchuk.
You know, getting pitch ran for Sikowski, who ended up scoring off the bat, Blake Simmons. Take off that first. Young, so Montour goes from Weber to Young, lefty to lefty. That pickoff move still dangerous. But you have to fight for his runners first base this time. Don't testing and not even caring. First pitch in and a water shot for strike. So Falcone takes his initial lead when he's been testing. There's another threat on the first. What else is another quarter? He knows Bug Young. And there he goes. In the third, he's going to get there with no contest. Falcone steals back. That's his 5th stolen base of the season.
Stolen base for Falcone.
The 1-1 to Marshall. Fouled away. Money. Young relief Weber just after 1 inning of duty. But Weber allowed 2 runs on the hit, walk 2. The 1-2 is up. More struck in, walked last time. Now there's a runner in scoring position. The second, Falcone gets in there safely. Maybe a tenth of a second. Let's pick off news from Young. Nothing to prove of it. The 2-2 is away. Now the third is Falcone. The fastball high and away, hits off the glove of Foley. The ball reaches the backstop. So now with 2 outs and a full count. MJ Marshall. Delivery. Out. 3-2 again. Inside ball 4. He waited for it. Marshall wasn't sure. Falcone on third. Marshall on first. And here comes Troy Stimson. Just so you went up for these situations.
Coming to the plate, number 1, Troy Stimson.
Laskowski.
Courtesy runner,
Marshall
hit it.
once more.
Laskowski.
Laskowski. Laskowski on first. Falcone on third. Late on to third. It's thrown errantly, but a great stretch at first by Magliocco from Slifty. Retires Stimson on a 5-3 putout. So no runs on 1 hit, 2 runners left on, and no errors in the inning. Montour retired, Canon filling as we head into the top of the third. It's 2-0, Canon filling over Montour. Today's game is brought to you by the Virginia Manor Shops, conveniently located at 1717 Greentree Road in Pittsburgh. Whether you're grabbing groceries at Giant Eagle, shopping for coffee at Starbucks, or taking care
Of everyday errands with Citizen Bank, PNC Bank, or Supercuts, Virginia Manor Shops has everything you need in one place. It's your one-stop destination for convenience, quality, and quick access right off Greentree Road. Stop by Virginia Manor Shop and see how easy it is to get everything done in one trip. How many pitches does he have now? Marshall. How do pitching rules work?
95,
Max.
you can finish the batter.
And then next game, how many games will he need to sit out? Like, what are those limits?
I think 20 is 0 to 20 is no days. 21 to 35 is 1 day. 35 to 50 is 2.
Designated hitter, Tyler Puffer.
Tyler Puffer in the DH spot today for Montour. Marshall remains on the mound only 23 pitches. Clay has 3 strikeouts. Swing and a miss, high heat. To kick off the top half of the third. So it's Tyler Puffer when you wondering where Gavin Cooley has been. He's going to be your catcher, but he's not going to be at the plate just yet in this one. Due to Puffer's designated hitting role, the 0-1 he swings and misses the 0-2. Marshall, 26th pitch of the afternoon. Swing and a miss on 3. Four strikeout, 2 1/3.
Third baseman, Kip Slicky.
Chip Slifky playing third. Wearing 2-2. He goes there regardless, it's a strike. 4 pitches, 4 strikes to start the top half of the third. 5 more for an immaculate inning. See how far that carries. And there it goes. 1-1. Marshall sets the 1-1. Left. Marshall has been dealing so far this afternoon. Swing and a miss. Living up to it. Slifty now in 2-2. Marshall. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Collins hit caught by Stimson as well. The 5th strikeout on the afternoon.
Shortstop, Caleb Armbruster.
Last season, Canon McMillan had a deep run into the WPIL playoffs, only getting stunted by Seneca Valley, in which they were shut out 4-0. Caleb Armbruster takes the first pitch. Ordinary Armbruster playing at short. But Seneca Valley went on to win that game, a game in which I was working at Washington Wildcats. That you threw a perfect game against who won that 6A championship 1-0. Right on the bottom of the zone, catches the knees. The 1-0 does from Marshall. But it was the first perfect game I've ever witnessed in my life. It was pretty neat that it happened here in 6A baseball. That one wasn't even close to playing Armbruster knows it. A breaking ball after deceiving fastballs puts Armbruster into a 1-2 count after the wave and the miss. Completely different deliveries from Marshall to Young. Young takes about 2 seconds, Marshall about 10. The 1-2 is up. Let's see how many seconds between pitches this guy. It's been about 4. It's about 12 seconds in between pitches. He starts his delivery.
Oh.
The 2-2 is away. Puts it full.
Special guest announcer. Canon.
Armbruster battling. There's a 1-2 now full. 3-2. 2 outs. No one on. Swing and a miss. He struck out the side. MJ Marshall.
3
6
K
Ks.
for MJ.
So no runs on no hits, no runners left on, no errors.
A no-hitter up to this point in the game fares MJ Marshchalk, the Winthrop commit. As we head to the bottom half of the third, it's Canon McMillan 2, Montour nothing.
So bad. Like you were saying yesterday, it's not really an error, but like he should have caught that. He had like 3 of them in the first. He lost 1 in the sun. He's the only idiot out there without sunglasses on. Trinity tape the last couple of days.
Staying on the mound for Montour's Dalton Young. As I mentioned, Marshchalk takes about 12 seconds in between the delivery of his pitches, depending on how nonchalant he wants to act after receiving the ball. But Dalton Young,
As soon as he gets the ball, he goes. So, niche detail to look into. For this batting, is Nico Triggs. Fouled away after the The 1-1 to Petraeus. It's not 2-1. Two inside. 1, 2, 3, 4. About 5 seconds max in between the delivery of pitches. For Young, a 5-pitch walk. Petraeus takes his second base on balls of the game.
Designated hitter, Raymond Radu.
Brady with a grand slam in yesterday's outing. Hasn't seen a righty pitcher in this game yet as a lefty. Pulls the bunt, it's away, 1 out. Canon leads 2-0 after a single in the first from Simmons. Starter in 2. The 1 out is away, but a time was called for the pitch. Granted. 2 out. Fast delivery of Dalton Young, maybe slow him down a little bit. He steps off and on first Petraeus. Lead and a half. This one's lined in the right field. It's going to get down for Petraeus. Stays on second. Green finds the bases on the lefty single. First and second, no outs. Here comes Blake Simmons, who already has
2 on for Blake Simmons.
As I just mentioned. Came back to Florida to start the season. Couldn't achieve that feat last year because they lost on opening day to Coach Township. However, they rattled off 8 in a row immediately after that as the fake bunt from Simmons is pulled. So Canon started 8-1 from last year. They finished 15-7 overall and 9-3 in the conference, which placed them first in their respective sides. 6A and WPA.
Oh yeah!
Driven into center.
Oh yeah!
Ranging back.
Oh yeah!
He can't get there. Second, Petraeus, he rounds third. Bradley rounds second. He's going to stay on third. Petraeus scores from second. And RBI double.
RBI double for Blake Simmons.
Trey scores from second. Randy goes from first to third. Simmons in RBI makes it 3-0. Canon McMillan.
Looking to continue the hit parade for the Big Hats. Number 7, Seth Shulsky.
Sebastian Shulsky. Second and third, no outs. Takes strike one, a breaking ball that reaches the top of the zone.
Like, pound it.
Yeah, one. Swinging and wave. Shulsky struck out swinging in his first at-bat with a runner on. Now with two runners on, the M2 is hot. Your infield for Montour is a step in from the bag. Looking no damage on a ground ball in the infield. Any market ball should reach past him. The other 1-2. Grounded to third, coming on, and it works to perfection as Slifky throws over to Magliocco and retires. So Radu, being that forward with a big stature, not
Second
much speed,
baseman, and Tazak.
probably would have been able to make the play regardless of the infield being shifted in. It works out to Montour's advantage. So one down runner on second and third. Here comes Tazak. Takes the ball in the dirt.
Not do.
Maybe for some good right there, but Braden Radu, as you just saw on the last play, possibly not. So Tazak looking to do some damage on second. Simmons.
Yes.
This one's lined in the right field. Radu coming home. Rounding third. He's being stopped. Brennan Steele holds him. Getting back out to the lead after a single run. Ben Tazak.
RBI for Tazak. Shortstop, Noah Westfall.
Runners on first and third. On third, it's Simmons after his RBI double. 0-0 to Westfall. A secondary lead. They have a rundown. What are they going to do here? Magliocco looking home, breaking for the plate. He's safe. Blake Simmons. The pickoff makes it
Beautiful base running by Blake Simmons.
Not so much Tazak. Blake Benji out.
Ben Tazak got picked off, but Blake Simmons with the heads-up base running, recognizing the late rundown, breaks to the plate as Magliocco, the first baseman, having a lefty throw. Kind of put him in an awkward position as it's now 1-1 to Westfall, 5-0 Big Mac's lead. The 1-1 is away, secondary lead heavy is Tazak. That aggression almost hurt him. It only developed into another Big Mac run. Stretching the lead to 5. Scored 3 in the bottom half of the third so far. This one's popped in the infield. Weber fighting the sun. Everyone's fighting the sun.
We're fighting each other.
It's going to come over and be retired. I believe that's on Brewster. Is that Slifky? Slifky comes in from third. Spartan infield.
Center fielder, Masao
Slided.
Falcone.
Regardless, back at the top of the lineup, it's Massimo Falcone.
Right now.
His third at bat in as many innings. Cody, that ball hits the base and pops over, hits the plate rather than pops over the head fully. On to third is Tazak. So 2 outs on a 1-0 count. Tazak at third. But Cody has another opportunity to get a hit. He's 1 for 2 so far in the day. Grounded to short in the first, and the second is single with a stolen base. The 1-0. Thirds right in there. 1-1. This one's driven to right field opposite field. Base hit. 6-0 Canon Mac. Tazak scores. RBI for Falcone. It's 6-0.
RBI for Falcone. Number 13, MJ Marshall.
MJ Marshall has had these pitches against players he walked twice so far. He's on the mound with 6 strikeouts through 3, 2 walks through 3. See if he can improve that stat line. 6-0 Cannon Village, 1-0 Big Max over Spartans. At first, Falcone with a big lead. The throw down from 40. Corresponding messages. He gets back safely. It's 2-0. Pick off the first, gets back in there with Falcone. You know he likes aggressive leads. That's due to Big Max as a team. They're very active on the base passes. The 2-0 is in there for a strike. 2-1 from Young. Going is Falcone. Get a high pop up away on the right side. Magliocco ranging back. Fantastic catch by Sal Magliocco. Reaches his right hand up to retire Marshall. But Cannon Mac does damage. They now lead 6-0. On 4 runs on 4 hits. No errors and 1 left on for Cannon McMillan as we head into the top of the 4th inning. It's Cannon Mac 6, Montour nothing.
Carson? My parents took me to a haircut.
Today's game is brought to you by Hellbender Marketing, a locally owned Cannonsburg-based company helping businesses stand out and grow. From custom apparel and promotional products to graphic design, signage, and full-scale marketing solutions, Hellbender Marketing delivers high-quality work with fast turnaround and attention to detail. Whether you're a small business, a team, or organization looking to elevate your brand, they make professional marketing accessible and effective. Visit hellbendermarketing.com to start your next project and take your brand to the next level. 6-0 Cannon Mac leads. Mars Chalks going right back on the mound. A no-hitter so far up to this point as we head into the top of the 4th. He has 6 strikeouts as well. We are at the top of the order. It's Mateo Weber bidding for his 2nd at-bat. Great pitching for Cannon Mac, and situational hitting has been the story of the game so far. How many pitches does he have? 37. So Marshall through 3 innings has 37 pitches. Very effective and efficient. Especially
considered 6 of those strikeouts. So if he's not striking anyone out, he's letting him hit it to his fielders who
Leading
trust.
off Spartans, number 17, Mateo Weber.
It's Mateo Weber who only pitched an inning in this game. Started on the mound for Montour. Followed in the lead by Dalton Young's work in the 2nd. Young still in He's only pitched 2, but it's about 4. So Marshak to Lever. Starting off inning 4 with a ball. Struck out Weber swinging last time. The 1-0 is in there. It's 1-1. The delivery. A little outside. 2-1. Time Scalding granted. Taylor Weber. Now playing left field, or center field rather. Starting center field and moved to left after the triple switch. The 2-1 in there. Right at the knees with heat. Marshak's 2-2. Kind of lofted over the head of the shortstop, and the first hit of the game comes from Mateo Weber. Great piece of hitting. He shortened up. Just put that on ball.
Number 5,
That ball
Zinger,
lofted right
third.
over Westfall's head. No play to be made. Montour, their first base runner of the game. Marshak ranging that fastball probably anywhere from 85 to 90 miles per hour. On a good day, he's down here today, though, can't really measure it, but appears as if he's nearing those numbers. As the nothing to Stern is in there, strike 1. So Weber on first after the single to left. It's Montour's first base runner, the 0-1 to Stern. Prior to that being the pickoff move. Kind of lofting it over there. Keeping him honest is Marshak. The 0-1. Time is granted to start. Disrupting Marshak's timing possibly. Baseball is a game of chess at the end of the day. Weber's left shoulder to delivery is swung on and hit to left center. Coming on, making the catch is Falcone. After Stern got some good metal on it, Falcone
Number
ranges
3,
with that
Dalton
speed, cuts the
Young.
ball off in left center. 1 down. Brings up Dalton Young, who's on the mound. Has allowed 4 so far. Maybe try to get one of those back. Runner on first is Weber, who singled in the left. Stern flew out to center. With 1 out comes Dalton Young. Decent size lead over there. First for Weber. Comes him back to the bag after a throw over. "70 degrees and windy. Prediction of rain and thunderstorms tonight. But for now, this game's in good hands with the sun and the breeze. The 0-0 line back up the middle to right center where there's no fielder. Over to cut it off is Falcone. First to third moves Weber. So after 3 innings of no-hit baseball, Marshak now finds himself in a situation where Montour has runners on first and third. After
Number
that double
24,
single.
Michael Ivanov.
Six 6-0 Canon leads.
box there, and if I can get it for the way printed. Did you see the graphics with that schedule? Pretty awesome.
Like Ivanov trying to get one back from Montour. Marshall's delivery, swing and a miss.
I've got a sense of what the hell I'm at.
0-1. Weber on third, Young on first. First and third, one out. Swing and a miss after the 0-1's in there. 0-2 now. Marshall looks in. He's over his left shoulder. The 0-2 tied him. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. His 7th strikeout of the game. And a big spot with runners on the corners and one out. Any ball in play to a fielder is an out now. Coming up the bat, Zach
21, Zach Shamako.
popped out to Kazak in the second inning. With Weber on third and Young on first. 2 down. Still scoreless. Monka trying to make something happen here for the Spartans. Middle infielders playing tight to that second base bag. Nothing in there for strike one. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. So after first and third, one out. Marshall strikes out Ivanov and now has Shamako 0-2. Out away. Just getting a piece of it is Shamako. Seven Ks this evening. 6-0 lead, top of the fourth. On first is Young, on third is Weber. 0-2, 2 down. Marshall delivers. It's away. Canon Max scored 4 in the bottom half of the third to blow this game open, giving Marshall a comfortable lead. Regardless, 1-2 on the corners, 2 outs. Another one. Checks his swing, kind of a reactionary self-defense. Does Shamako, but Freiberger, the field umpire, says no, he did not get it. So that puts him into 2-2.
He does JV football games.
Normal lead on first from Young. Throwing it over. Marshall just keeping him honest.
He's there. He does youth wrestling.
Nothing of danger from the third base bag in terms of a lead. Nothing to risk for Mateo Weber. He singled to start the inning. Stern flew out to center. Young hit a single. Strikeout to Ivanov. Steps off the bag. Does Marshall fakes the throw to first and goes to third. Seeing if Weber did not. But after a single, a fly out, another single from Young, that put runners on the corners, and he strikes out Ivanov in 3 pitches, all swinging. Now we find ourselves in the Marshall Shamako battle. The 2-2. Is away. Full. Tenacious at bat. From Shamako, who popped out in the second inning.
Big situation to bring Montour back to life in this game. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Time is called. A few pickoffs. Time now granted. Foul balls, everything in this at bat. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners on the corners is away. So Young was in motion due to the full count, 2 outs.
Number 15, Sal
Doesn't matter.
Magliocco.
Zach Schumacher walks. So in the biggest spot of the ballgame for Montour, walks in Sal Magliocco, who struck out in the second. Swinging that is. Bases loaded. First pitch to Magliocco. Fouled away. Schumacher on first, Young on second, Weather on third. 2 singles and a base on balls, put him there. The first strike swinging for Magliocco has him in an 0-1 count. 2 outs, and Marshak steps up. The bases loaded, it's the 0-1 to Magliocco. Swing and a miss. He had 2 strikes on Schumacher. Let's see if he can put Magliocco away. 6-0, Canon leads. Bases full of Spartans. Schumacher on first, Young on second, Weber on third. Magliocco at the plate. Marshak on the mound. The 0-2. Low. Marshak has 7 strikeouts in this one. With 2 hits allowed and a walk. All of those coming this inning. And one of the 7 strikeouts happened to Ivanov prior to the base on balls to Schumacher. Steps off again. Six nothing, Canon leads. Bases loaded. 2 outs. The 1-2. Marshak delivers. He struck him out on the inside corner. He leaves them loaded. So with 2 hits come no runs, but 3 left on for the Montour Spartans. MJ Marshak comes up clutch and leaves a blank on the scoreboard for Montour. After 3.5, it's Canon McMillan 6, Montour nothing. Today's game is brought to you by Midtown Market in downtown Cannonsburg, one of the newest and most exciting destinations in Washington County. Located on West Pike Street, Midtown Market is a unique multi-tenant space featuring a mix of dining, shopping, and entertainment, all under one roof. From great local
Catcher, Troy
Thumbs up when you're good.
Stinson.
coming into the bottom of the fourth with a 6-0 lead. It's going to be Troy Stimson leading it off. He's 1 for 0 for 0 on the day. He's hit by a pitch in the first inning and grounded out to Slifty in the second. Now with his third appearance. First pitch is low, the second is fouled away. Now find himself for a 1-1. This comes a pitching change. Xander Stern comes in from left. Lost one there. It's 2-1.
We think it was Dalton Young went back to left.
The 2-1 foul high and away. Stimson committed to Pittsburgh for baseball. So new pitcher on the mound is Xander Stern. Stern, who moved from center to left, comes in the pitch. The 2-2 not even close. Whoops, brings up a full count. Kind of slipped off the mound there. So the mound's also turf, but coming downhill, it's pretty beat down.
God bless him.
So the benefits and disadvantages to turf and fields. That may be one of them. This one line right back to center field. It's over the head, leaping up. It's a catch, unreal. Mateo Weber started the game at the mound. Looks like a natural born center fielder as he leaps. Got a line drive over his head. Troy Stimson
Number 8,
with an out that he'd like to get back.
Rodriguez.
Brings up Nico Petraeus, who's walked twice in this game but scored in the third to make it 3-0. He walked in the third and they just came around and scored. Yeah, Petraeus. 1-0. Inside. It's 2-0 in there for a strike.
Kid knows the game very, very small.
Just missing below the zone. Wanting that one is Stern. Instead of 2-2, it's a 3-1 with one down. This ball's lifted into the right center field. The right fielder, Chamaka, coming over, having trouble with the sun. Tracks the ball about a foot and a half before it reaches the ground instead of a natural comfort to catch. Struggles with it. Regardless, he's going to retire
Designated hitter,
minutes.
Rayhead Radu.
More so Stinson's instead of Petraeus. Regardless, that brings up Brandon Madden. Immediately on first. He gets hit by a pitch.
Left fielder, Blake Simmons.
Blake Simmons, who had an RBI double in his last at-bat. 2 for 2 on the day with a single and a double. Radu on first. 2 down, and that leads 6-0. That curveball in there for a strike. Line up the inner foot. Could cause some slight discomfort. No reaction from Simmons, however. The 0-2. Foul away.
Looking back in time. That's incredible.
Xander Stern. Radu on first. Trailing by 6. Facing Simmons. Delivers. Blast outside. 1-2. Simmons RBI double his last time. Right in the first. Coming on the swing over there. Looks back and the breaking ball retires. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And for Canon Mac, they go scoreless for the first time since the second inning.
No runs, no hits, no errors, but one left on after Radu was hit by a pitch. Simmons strikes out and sends us into the top half of the 5th inning. Canon Mac leads Montour 6-0. Today's game is brought to you by MP Coney Island, now serving Cannonsburg with a taste of tradition that goes back over 100 years. Family owned since 1923, MP Coney Island is known for its famous chili sauce, classic hot dogs, burgers, and simple, great tasting food that stood the test of time. Now located right on West Pike Street in Cannonsburg, it's the perfect spot to grab lunch or dinner and enjoy a true local favorite. Stop in today or learn more at mpconeyisland.com. Because around here, it's all about the chili.
All right, you have defensive changes.
Let's hear 'em.
11. Number 3, Alex Isla. And coming in to play third base, number 11, Keegan Williams.
What numbers Eslip?
3.
So the reason, if you guys caught me asking about Eslip, it's because he's now in for Tazak and taking over Nico Petregas' spot at third base is number 11, Keegan Williams. So Canon Mac leading 6-0. MJ
Marshall remains on the mound.
Designated hitter,
Forward, he's
Tyler
pitched
Puffer.
the scoreless bid, allowing 2 hits and 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Foul away. 8 strikeouts for Marshall. He struck out Sal Magliocco to finish the 4th inning. The 0-1 to Puffer. Driven into right field, coming on is Dancer. He can't get there. And a single to start the 5th. Just like last time. Come the Spartans. Tyler Puffer reaches safely, batting for Gavin Foley, who's catching.
Third baseman is Kippy
Acting as a designated hitter. He reaches base for the first time today. He's now 1 for 2. Chip Slifke coming in after striking out in the 3rd, swinging. In there for a strike. So the 7-8-9 for Montour. They struck out swinging all 3 of them. Did Puffer, Slifke, and Arm Brewster, but maybe a turn of events here for as Tyler Puffer leads it off with a single. Marshall's 0-1 in the dirt. Good scoop from Stimson.
Is it time for that?
Puffer on first. There's a lot of reason he wants to get back in there in his stature. Goes back. Looking to check his swing. Appeared from this angle. So that bat crossed to the plate, but
You didn't even ask. I didn't get you.
1-2. Marshchuk to Slifky. Swing and a miss. His 9th on the evening. That's his 8th strikeout swinging. A
Shortstop,
lot of ways and misses.
Caleb
On that
Armbrust.
side for Montour. Caleb Armbrust now.
You can't watch MJ. There we go.
Puffer on first. In there, strike one. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Off the eyes. Armbrister now 0-2. He struck out swinging in the 3rd. See if Marshchuk attacks him again. Puffer on first after a single to right. Strikeout swinging from Slicky. The 0-2 to Armbruster with 1 out. Swing and a miss again. Double digits. 10 strikeouts. Through only 4 2/3.
Number 17, Mateo
Marlowe
Weber.
struck out 10 times today this afternoon, bringing Mateo Weber to the plate, who's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single. He reached 3rd. Montour had a chance to score with runners on 1st and 3rd. No out, 1 out. As the 0-0 to Weber is driven into right center field, ranging back is Dantry. Over the head of Dantry, he hits the bottom of the wall. Rounding 3rd. Coming home, he puts the brakes on, does Puffer,
Great
and
relay.
to 2nd
Great read. That's safe.
is Mateo Weber, and he's 2 for 3 on the afternoon. As Dantry, understanding the situation, just
That was really
keep going, get to that ball immediately, and the cutoff hits Alex Eastlick, which
good.
held
He still had a great read.
Puffer on 3rd, so it could have been an RBI double pretty easily with how hard that ball was hit. Turns into a phenomenal defensive play to hold the runner at 3rd.
Number
So
5,
2nd and 3rd for 2 outs.
Stern.
Brings up Xander Stern, who's 0 for 2 today. Has made contact with the ball both times, which made it good for Canon McMillan. Grounded out to 3rd and then flew out to 2nd. This one's popped up into shallow left field. Coming on is Simmons. He makes the catch. And out of the inning once more, through 5 scoreless, Marshchuk has 10 strikeouts and no runners allowed. So after 2 hits, no runs, no errors, but 2
2 left on for Montour. Canon McMillan remains the leader of this game at 6-0 heading into the bottom half of the 5th. Today's game is brought to you by Major Mallard's Duckpin Bowling, located inside Midtown Market in Cannonsburg. Whether you're looking for a fun night out, a team event, or a private party, Major Mallard's offers a unique duckpin bowling experience for all ages. With multiple lanes, a great atmosphere, and access to all the food and entertainment inside Midtown Market, it's quickly becoming one of the go-to spots in the area. Book your lane or plan your next event today at MajorMallards.com and see why everyone's heading downtown for the fun.
Shulsky.
Sebastian Shulsky
Stepping into the batter's box, Canon Big Macs. They have a generous lead considering the time of this game. It's baseball, there's no time limit. Anything can happen at 6-0. Takes the first pitch from Stern away, 1 out. Stern, like Young, is working quick. This one's popped away, looking to reach the fence. Magliocco had a play on it, but the fence being there made it kind of deceiving. It appeared as if it would be out of place. From our angle, you can't truly tell how far the ball's going down the first baseline. Magliocco has trouble with it. Maybe should be an out. There's now a strike. The 1-1 is in there. So Shulsky 0 for 2 on the day, struck out, swinging in the first, grounded out to third his last time out. Shulsky made a good play on the ball, a car coming in as that ball was hit right toward it. Didn't get it deep enough. It's now 1-2. Shulsky, one of the 4 captains on this Big Mac squad. The 1-2 is up and away. The 2-2. Driving right back up the middle. Shulsky finds himself on base for the first time this evening with a single.
Second baseman, Alex Eastland.
Eastland now batting in place of Ben Tazak as he replaced him in the field. Tazak finished the day with a run, a single, an RBI, and a strikeout, so he went 1 for 2. It's now number 3, Alex Eastland. His first at bat of the day. It's now down 2-0. After the pickoff at first, Stern delivers another ball, so it's now 3-0 to Eastland. Wanted the green light as that strike was right there at the knees. 3-1. Back. Without being on the mound, Shulsky takes the lead. Still aware, this one's fouled away at 3-1. He's now at 3-2 from the count. So no outs leading this inning off was Shulsky with a little ground burner, single up the middle to the right of the second base bag. I just realized that Montour, all 3 pitchers today, all lefties. So that slow pickoff move wasn't as smooth as Weber's in the first. Didn't see much of Weber's there. Canon went through 7 batters in the first inning. This one grounded to second, gets under the glove, and blow off.
Look at that. Look at him. Rumbling,
Second, third, with Shulsky, another single. Alex Eastland in his first at bat of the game answers.
Runners at the corner for Noah Westfall.
So it could have been a double play, turned 4-6-3. Is now what I imagine to be an error. Michael Ivanov conceding the pitch for rolling. Now Noah Westfall. Westfall flew out in the second, popped out in the third. 0 for
2 on the day. Now with prime position, we get the plate runners on corners with no outs. Running from first to third, he's safe. The ball goes into center field, and that's going to bring home Shulsky. He slips, steals, throw goes past everyone. Canon Mac leads 7-0. This one's driven to center field. Ranging back is Weber. He makes another catch. Throws to third, tagging his E-slip. He gets there easily. So that last run that came in, the throw down from Fully.
Center fielder,
Either
Awesome.
or Ivanov.
Al Cody.
Not sure which one covered. Assume Armbruster. The shortstop. So we'll call it an E6, unofficial, as this one's fouled away to the first baseline by Massimo Falcone, who's 2 for 3 on the day. Even at that, in each of the first 3 innings, grounded out his first one, 2 singles, and the second also has a stolen base. He drove in a run. Falcone waved and missed. Pretty ugly swing. He'd want that one back. That puts him into an 0-2 count. The 0-2. Grounded. Hit his
He
heel.
was foot and he hit the catcher in the dome.
Oh, did that. We're just hitting that. With the ball, foot, mask. Good stuff.
I'm just going to listen to you guys. Apparently, bad hit the catcher. Bad hit Foley out. Well, Foley taking some damage after a ground runner, but 0-2 is outside. He slipped on third after the fly out from Westfall, moving from second to third. The 0-2 rounded chopper to third, another error off the glove of Slipke. Another error on the side of Montour, but that would have been a tough play regardless. It was a high slope chopper at the third base line. Canon back with 2 runs in this inning. Now lead 8-0 Montour.
Number 13, MJ Marchuk.
MJ Marshall popped out to Magliocco in foul territory in the third inning. Hasn't had an at-bat since. Walked each of his first 2 times in the first and second. There's a throw over.
I'm double checking.
Who's got Cody Hawks. The 1-0 is away.
Yes.
The 2-0 is away. So 3 costly mistakes this inning for Montour. An error on Ivanov, an error on Slifke, as well as Armbruster. Second, short, and third, as the 3-0 is away. Throw down, they call him safe. But it was ball 4, so the throw doesn't matter. If it wasn't, it's a closer play than I think anyone here thinks. Regardless, runners on first and second bring
Hacker,
snap,
Roy,
line out
Stimson.
to Weber.
Right. Yeah.
So, Camac so happens to score as a throw out at third. Great pick. Keep that ball from going.
Big Mac runner is post, move up 90 feet.
From both Falcone.
Troy has 2 runners in scoring position.
Marshall.
I gotta do that Monday.
Swing and a miss. Skolsky on second. The pitch ran from Marshall. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. So Canamac happens to drive both Skolsky on second and Falcone on third. They will win this game 10-0 due to the run rule after 5. So the 1-2. Swinging a high, pop up. Weber loses it, trying to find it. He's under it. There's going to be the throw home. Is a laser, but sliding in safely. Is Falcone. And Canamac leads 9-0.
Come on, Keys. Come on, Keys.
Number 11, Keegan Williams.
Come on, Key. Come on, Key.
Keegan Williams, his first at bat of the day, takes strike 1.
Come on, Key. No, Rainey's next. Yeah, Rainey's next. Is that okay?
9-0 Canon McMillan leads the 0-1 to Keegan Williams. Is now 0-2. 2 breaking balls in there for strikes. The 0-2. Ground ball. Raging to his right. Going to take it to first himself. No run rule just yet. 9-0 Canon McMillan leads. 3 runs on 2 hits. 3 errors and a runner left on. Finishes that side of things. For the 5th inning, Canamac leads Montour as we head to the 6th. 9-0.
I'm muted you. Thanks.
This game is powered by Virginia Manor Shops, your go-to stop in Pittsburgh for everything you need, all in one place. From coffee at Starbucks to groceries at Giant Eagle and quick stops at your favorite local businesses, it's convenience done right. Also, Canon McMillan is hosting its Cash Bash, annual Cash Bash for its football team on Thursday, April 2nd. If you need any information, contact us, Canon McMillan, or reach out to Mike Evans for more information. Heading into the top half of the 6th inning, Canamac leads Montour. They're going to send Marshall back out there with a 9-0 lead. Marshall, up to this point in the game, has only allowed 4 hits, but he struck out 10.
Leading off for the Spartans, number 3, Dalton Young.
You're on mute.
Didn't he strike out?
All right, you're going back left.
Dalton Young stepping in. Face Marshall for the 3rd time. He's 1 for 2. Popped out to 3rd in the 1st. In the 4th inning, he singled to reach 2nd. Up in the 0-1. And there 0-2. Marshall still beating. The 0-2 is away.
1-2 from Marshak, who's been absolutely dealing in this game. Away. Eleven strikeouts for Marshak. The 2-2. Away. There's 72 degrees with the slight breeze in the sun out. The full count, got him looking. Dalton Young hasn't struck out today. Well, he just did. Number 12, a dozen.
Who's 13? Try to figure something out tonight before we go to
Number 13, Drew Test.
Drew Dest in for his first place appearance in the game, placing Michael Ivanov. Guessing he's going to be replacing him as second as well.
What was the count? Strike?
Yes.
Effective changes. Yellow in there for a strike. It's now 1-1. It's a second place on the side. Our shot for 1-1. And there was speed still.
Yes, so one up.
1-2. Low.
3-1.
They're going to call it 3-1 rather. That first pitch is a little low. Sue's ball. So now 3-1 is the correct count. The 3-1 is away. A little low looked, appeared to be right at the knees, maybe half-inch below. They'll call it a ball in his first at-bat. Drew Dest.
Number 21, Zach Shamaka.
Zach Shamaka, 0 for 1 today. Popped out to the second baseman in the second inning and walked in the fourth. With Dest on first and 1 out. Looks for his first hit. Takes the ball high. One up. In there. Marshak keeps finding that rhythm. The Spartans are going to continue to struggle based on historic events. Those historic events being the past 5 1/3 innings. The 1-1. Look. Two-one from MJ Marshak. Yep. 2-2. Shamaka 0 for 1. That's blocked. Runner on first is Dest after blocking. Shamaka 0 for 1 with the 2-2 and a runner on. Calls time. Trailing 9-0 in the top half of the 6th inning.
looks good there. Professional.
That's on first. That's about a lead and a half. Shamaka at the plate. Marshak on the mound and hits the weekend of the bat. On to second, 3-6. 3, they call him safe at second. Coming over was Westfall to take the throw from Shulsky. They say he pulled him off the bat. If we had any replay to give to you, trust me, we'd be looking at that one. Only out of curiosity, calling an error. And Shulsky, the 0-1 to Magliocco. Waves it, fouls it away. Now 0-2. Runners on first and second. Marshak has found himself in some
sticky situations throughout this ball game. He had runners on second and third in the fifth. He came away with that. Runners on first and third with one out. In the fourth, he got out of that. Now he has runners on first and second with one out to Matt Riacco in the 0-2. See if he gets out of this. Away. The wind's still blowing fairly heavily. Maybe why we've seen some misjudged fly balls throughout the entirety of this ball game. The 1-2 to Matt Riacco with runners on first and second. Another foul. Montour playing in 5A, Canon Mac, who won their conference top 6A last year. Montour traveling to this one, Canon Mac, junior varsity to Montour. The 1-2. Lifted high. Gonna go shallow center field. Reaching back was Westfall. He makes the basket catch. 2 down.
Designated hitter, Tyler Puffer.
Tyler Puffer once again.
Boys. Gannon. Pat. Gannon. Like university. Pat.
Pat Gannon comes on to have a discussion with Marshall. You can only guess what he said. Maybe just said, hey, this is probably your last batter, so let's get her done. Who knows? Them themselves. That's it. Williams, Westfall, Eastlip, Schultzky, and Marshall, as well as Stimson. Let's see if the message pans out well. Up and away. Puffer 1 for 2 with a single. Ended up reaching third after a hard hit double from the bat from Weber. Nothing of it in the fifth. He also struck out. He was 1 for 2 on the day. Trailing by 9 with runners on first and second. Des and Shimako. Shimako reached after an errant throw from Schultzky trying to turn 2. The 1-0 was waved and missed. 1-1. Puffer standing in. No contest on the bags. The 1-2 was fouled away, just tipped. Marshall. And he's hoping to be his last pitch and possibly a Canon McMillan victory depending on what happens in this top half of the sixth. The 1-2 to Puffer with 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The official dozen on the day.
12 Ks today for MJ.
So MJ Marshall
goes 6 innings with 12 strikeouts in that 6th inning. No runs on no hits, 1 error with 2 left on. He's been in jams all day and finds a way to get out of that one. So after 5 1/2, we head to the bottom of the 6th, and what Canon McMillan hopes is the last, needing 1 run to give them a victory because of the 10-run rule after 5 mercy that would be implemented. But after 5.5, it's Canon 9, Montour none.
You're leading off. Matthew Koken is going to lead off, number 12.
This game is powered by Midtown Market, the new heartbeat of downtown Cannonsburg. With food, shopping, entertainment, and even attractions like duckpin bowling, Midtown Market is bringing energy and excitement back to the center of town. If you're looking for something to do, this is the spot. Get downtown, check it out, and experience Midtown Market.
For the Spartans, number 24, Michael Ivanov.
So now in on the mound is Michael Ivanov. To second goes Armbruster. Is that young to short? No. That's a lie. Let me figure that out here shortly. So Armbruster remains at short. Ivanov into pitch. Slifky to second.
Leading up for the big match, number 12, Matthew Koken.
He's the reason I'm going to second sleeps now.
That's fully at third. Switches all around for this Montour defense.
Is that a ball?
Matthew Koken.
We won.
1-1.
Just with the races.
Kind of a sidearm delivery against Koken. Puts him in a spot of deception. Now 1-2. Bounce it off on an early swing. He wanted it. 1-2 still. Ground ball to the shortstop, raging on. Armbruster on the first. Magliocco reaches. Koken is retired.
Simmons is up. He must have hit for Purdue.
Blake Simmons after Koken relieved Red.
Number 16, Blake Simmons.
So a strikeout. He's a single and a double. Nothing to Simmons. Is fouled away to the left side. No play. The 0-1. Outside.
What's up, bro? How are you? How's that Rubik's Cube? Yeah? Can you solve
Having off the delivery is inside and low.
it?
Action-packed game on offense for the Big Macs. This one's driven into left field. It's a high pop-up raging in his third. He makes the catch. 2 down. 2 spot in the first, a 4 spot in the third, and a 3 spot in the fifth. Has been your offensive recap. Hard-hit balls.
Dylan Musser.
Dylan Musser.
Number
Comes
20,
up to play 7.
Dylan Musser.
Coach Steelers must have had enough of said Shulsky today. So Musser, you're down here. Shulsky finished 1 for 3 with a strikeout, ground ball, and a single with a run. As the 0-1 is in the third behind the backstop. 1-1. Dylan Musser, pitcher outfielder, a 6-foot senior weighing in at 210 pounds. Has a 1-1. It's fouled away, now 1-2.
Number 2.
The 1-2 to Musser. From the hand of Ivanov, his waved on and missed. He struck him out. So Ivanov, for the first time today, retires the Big Macs in order. No runs, no hits.
No errors, none left on. As we head to the top of the 7th, Dylan Radu coming on to close things for the Macs. This game is powered by Seaside Sports, where ball players are built. With elite trainers, indoor cages, and non-stop opportunities to get better, Seaside gives athletes the tools to train, compete, and level up all year long. No off-season, no excuses, just work. Get in the cage and start improving today at SeasideSports.com.
Three, Sam Cole.
Do the thanks to our sponsors and do kind of like game wrap up. Chris got the graphic on that he's going to get around this, and then we'll wind it down. All right, cool. Say something awesome on the way out. No pressure. 3, 2, 1, live.
Dylan Radu coming on to, in quotes, close things out for the Canon Big Macs. They come in with a 9-0 lead in the top half of this 7th inning. Ground ball on to third. Williams throws it to first to Shulsky. 1 up, 1 down, 1 pitch, 1 gone. Down to their final 2 outs to do any sort of damage to the scoreboard is Montour.
Number 8,
Coming up the bench,
Caleb Armbruster.
Ready to be nothing to Armbruster's now 0-1. 4 o'clock, first pitch. It was 73 degrees, windy and sunny. You could feel the sun, the 0-1 in there. Now 0-2. Now the sun, you don't see it, with a storm supposed to come in later, starting between 8 and 9 o'clock. It is scheduled. The 0-2 from Radu is grounded third, foul. So Radu Hostile arm Brewster into an 0-2 count. Threaten the pitch is fouled away. Still 0-2, hasn't thrown a ball yet. As we do. 5 pitches, 5 strikes. 2 foul balls. Shakes off Stimson. Likes the last one, the 0-2. 5. Trying to finish things out here and swiftly. It's a curveball at the odds that breaks it late. 2-2. As I was mentioning, you can kind of tell now with the way the breeze has shifted and the temperature has cooled down by about 10 degrees, it feels like the same pitch curveball as the 1-2 throws it to 2-2. It's the same call. The ball is now full. And it almost has that feeling as if it's going to rain. The full count and the pitch is away, so after having arm Brewster and 0-2 count, Purdue gives the Spartans more life with a walk.
Number 4, Lane Martinet.
Woods pick it up into the press box too, goes very scratchy predators to cause destruction. Nothing, reduce 1-0. Smartneck has played for his first at bat. We're playing Mateo Weber, who was 2 for 3 on the game with a double and single. He also struck out the first day Weber. This one line to the first baseman, Shulsky, and a 1-pitch double play to finish it.
A beautiful play by Shulsky to get 2 outs to end the game. Big Mac 9, Spartans nothing.
Line drive. After 7 hard-fought innings.
Canon defeats Montour 9-0 and improves to 5-0. Montour drops to 2-3. However, it wasn't out of conference game, so it will not affect the conference record for either team. We'll talk about a performance today. Let's talk about MJ Marschalk. He struck out all 3 batters in the 3rd. He struck out 2 in the 2nd, 2 in the 5th, 2 in the 4th, 2 in the 6th. Well, let me tell you what that totals to. It totals to 12 strikeouts. So 6 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, no runs, left 7 runners on with an error. That was all during Marschalk's tenure. But overall, Montour finishes with no runs on 4 hits, an error allowed on the Canon side of things with 8 runners left on base. And for Canon, well, they won 9-0 with 8 hits. Montour had 3 errors, and Canon left 7 runners on. So after all that, it is Canon McMillan who's going to walk out of here with a win and a victory to improve to 5-0 on the young 2026 high school WPIAL 6A season. Your final from Canon is Canon 9, Montour nothing. We'd like to thank you all before we leave to our sponsors, all of them right now. Merriam Outdoors Association, thank you. Boyer Pentec, Seaside Sports, Virginia Manor Shops, Hellbender Marketing, Midtown Market, MP Coney Island, and Major Mallards. We thank you again from Keystone Global Media. And I was Dean Shazer. This was Canon and Montour. Canon coming out on top, 9-0.